Thank you so much, my champions, for joining me on Live with Chatufa. We continue to give you updates of what is happening in our country, in the neighboring countries, as well as all over the world. We are looking once again at Mozambique. Quite a lot happening there in Mozambique, with quite some sad news that we are getting there, especially of the deaths that are rising so much in Mozambique, with many of these security forces, treating people like animals and just deciding willy-nilly to shoot people down. And this really is a cause for concern, right? Amnesty International focuses on Mozambique as death toll rises. Now, I think it's a high time, really, that we must begin to hear organizations that are international, especially human rights organizations, beginning to come out and to speak. It is very, very vital, very important for people that are, influential, in organizations that are influential, to begin to condemn the kind of, violence and the human rights abuses that are happening in Mozambique. We are seeing quite a lot, like a report that was just saying in the past 3 days, about 38 people have lost their lives. And this really is something that the world cannot just be watching and ignoring, because it's really supposed to be an issue that is spoken about, where we see that this Liberation Party continues to destroy the lives of people, right? Amnesty Southern Africa reports that the protest death toll in Mozambique has reached 110, with 34 people killed in the last week alone. Enough is enough, regardless of who won the election or their political views. Everyone in Mozambique has the right to freedom of peace and assembly. And that is very, very true. So these are some of the organizations that are expected to be also coming through and speaking against what we are seeing happening in Mozambique. We can't continue to have an invading army, more like a Rwandan army that is sent to go in the streets of Mozambique and go and shoot Mozambicans. This really can't work out that way. We can't have an army that comes from a foreign country coming to control what is happening in Mozambique. This is just a sign of the corruption of especially the dictators that we have around in the Southern African countries. We are seeing them in solidarity. They are supporting one another. They want to make sure that whatever that they believe in is what continues to happen, without them considering the plight of the people. And that is the million-dollar question, because the people now are standing up to demand their voices to be heard, because it seems like no one is ready to listen. Nobody wants to do the will of the people. They want to continue to hoodwink people, to force people, frog march people, oppress people. This is what they've always wanted. But this time around, things have changed. We are beginning to see goalposts being shifted and people demanding their rights, people taking back their rights from the oppressor. And we are watching and seeing this happening right before our eyes in Mozambique. And we are believing God that change is definitely coming, even in Mozambique. We are going to see a new government. We are going to see, the opposition also taking over. And once they do that, it is really going to help Zimbabweans very, very much. Big time. We are going to be seeing Zimbabwe also coming closer and closer to the freedom of the people. We have heard that the protesters in Mozambique are now targeting the borders that are coming into Zimbabwe. And that one is going to be a big blow. We have also heard that they are targeting the pipeline. And there's no ways that ZANU-PF can protect that pipeline throughout, because their people can be overpowered. Those armies that are there can be overpowered. Remember, the people of Mozambique are able to go and take over police stations. They capture the officer in charge, they capture the officials there, and they are able to get out, with guns. And we've seen this happening. So these are people that also now are carrying guns. So no one can threaten them anymore. Nobody can tell them what to do. they can continue to call the shots until they see victory coming their way. So this is what is happening in Mozambique. Our prayers are with the people of Mozambique. We want to continue to believe that the Lord will do great things for them, that the victory that we are believing God for is also coming, not only in Zimbabwe, but also in Mozambique. These are our brothers and sisters, and we are standing with them in prayer, knowing that the Lord is doing a new thing. The Lord is doing it again for them. This is what it is, family. I want to really thank you for joining me on the show. Let's continue to meet in the upcoming shows. We still have 2 more shows that are coming for this very day. So stay tuned, and we are going to be meeting once again. Remain blessed, and shalom.